once again, people, and welcome to yet another episode of Seeking Shamblers. This time around, we're going to be checking out something called the BENTA base, which, while another deathmatch level, does have some significance. Basically because this level is actually tied to the ARKA sections. Basically, a little while ago, we checked out the ARKA sections, and it was made by Tom Winger, who happens to have made this level. And if I believe correctly, yeah, it basically, he just said that it was supposed to be like a more grandiose version, like better than all his previous levels, all that for the ARKA section. So this is what he was basically making before he got to the ARKA sections. The BENTA base! So yeah, it's basically a deathmatch level, but then he also says single player, yes, but is it fun without any monsters? So yeah, because of that, we have to kind of treat it like a single player mission, which stinks. I hate when they do that. Why do they have to have that stupid thing of saying, yes, it has single player, it just doesn't have anything to really do? Because that isn't exactly what the case is. It really is the case that it is not single player at all, but he says it's single player, so therefore you have to follow it as such. Anyway, it's suitable for 2 to 9 players. It's a deathmatch level. It's pretty much nothing really that fancy here. And yeah, he's also promising new graphics, curiously enough. I'm rather curious about that one. Why exactly like new graphics are advertised as a thing that may be in the future, but is it occurring at the moment? Anyway, did we ever get a timestamp for the ARKA sections? I'm not really sure if we did. Yeah, when it came to the ARKA sections, we had no date whatsoever, had no idea when this thing was being made. However, we can kind of figure that it's going to be after August 11th of 1996, because that is when BENTA was made. And like I said, ARKA was like a more grandiose sequel to that, so we're pretty much going to be underwhelmed because we already saw ARKA. But it is historically the thing that built up to that, I guess. And all he used to make this was 3ds2 map and MS-DOS editor. So he didn't really use an actual level editor to make this one. Which, as compared to ARKA, I think with ARKA, he made it using some editor. Yeah, he used Thread for ARKA. So for this one, yeah, he just used 3ds2 map and MS-DOS editor, neither of which is really a level editor itself. 3ds2 map is just using some 3ds maps, and MS-DOS editor is a text editor. So, needless to say, he basically was just designing this from scratch almost. Or I think you can make like scenes in 3ds maps, so I'm assuming that's how he kind of like did it. Anyway, he doesn't have any viz data, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, especially today. I imagine it was worse back then because that would cause a lot of optimization issues. That's all really Viz does, is it optimizes your level and makes it so it's less likely to lag. Of course, then again, we're also playing on DOS bots, which heavily limit us. So maybe actually it's still an issue today. Yeah. If it was on GeoQuake, that would be totally different. But because we're on the original DOS Quake, that kind of limits things. So let's see here. Interestingly enough, he gives us instructions to do it, but then tells us to load up ARMA 1. Yeah, he doesn't... It seems like he's almost like copied Matthias's Warch, because that would be Armageddon 2, Armageddon 1, I'm assuming. Yeah, ARMA 1 would be Armageddon 1. So I'm assuming he copied Matthias Warch's documentation to write this. Well, that's an interesting connection, but there you are. Anyway, he loves this level. It's got 3 comps in one room. What's comps? I'm assuming computers? And deathmatch in this level is great. I played about 6 hours with my friend. And you tell me how you like my level. What? Hooray for broken, confusing English. But anyway, let's see here. You can put it on a CD or other things, but only without any modifications. But email me first. Okay? So yeah, this is by the guy at Silicon Reality Incorporated. Why in God's name you're talking about the place you work in the middle of a Quake level, I'm not really sure. But yeah, he works at Silicon. Why does that sound familiar? I think like there was something in Doom that had like some guy working at Silicon or something. I wonder if this was like his coworker or if it was him. Dear God, we found like the guy who made some of those early Doom levels here. That would be hilarious. But yeah. Let's see here. Sadly, I don't really put too much effort into like the Doom stuff or whatnot. So let's actually just check out the BENTA one. BENTA. After ARKA is BENTA. Well, ARKA came before BENTA, but that's beside the point. Looks very id-basy, if you haven't already noticed. It's a 3-level structure thing, and it seems to have no real point to being up here, except, being up here. You can also hug this wall. If you hug this right, you can jump up here and get the red armor. This also conveniently leads to some sort of teleporter. This reminds me of something like a Doom level would kind of have, like a open arena thing with platforms around like a central area. It's of course a lot better done in Quake because surfaces on top of surfaces, but the same mindset's in place here. The BENTA base. Okay, where in God's name am I now? I'm on some sort of platform. Oh look, lava balls. They're coming out of slime. Wait, what? Wait, are they raining lava balls? They are! It's raining lava balls, everybody. That's strange, to say the least. Let's get down here. I think this is the computer thing? What in God's name is this? This is some weird structure, indeed. Yeah. Nothing really that seems to have a purpose to this. It's just kind of here. And of course you could stand at this teleporter and like teleport elsewhere. He seems to really love long, windy levels that go all over the place. Could drop in that slime. Not sure if there's a way out or if there's like a purpose to any of that. Let's see what's down here. Oh, a ring of shadows. That's convenient enough. So we have a ring of shadows and what looks like a pool of water. Where do you lead? Well, this is not a small pool of water. It's a giant area. He really loves his aquatic sections, doesn't he? But yeah, here we are. Quad damage. And, looks like a giant basin. Oh dear God, we're drowning. Yeah, this area is not exactly easy to navigate from area to area. But we're back in the main area we were before. We found a way back here. So you see, quad damage here. Some cells. Pentagram. So this one has all the different power-ups as well. Do you see? Now, if you want to get up to those little sliding areas there, you use this elevator. And you kind of return to where I started. There's nothing on the middle row, it looks like. Let's actually go up there and make sure. I'm not really sure why the middle row exists. Oops, went off too early. But yeah, it's like a DMAS, so... What am I saying? DMAS. Has a DM3, type hill. For some reason. And yeah, a platform that seems to serve no purpose. There's a thunderbolt on that one. Now, how do I get up there? That is the question of the evening. How does one get up to that little platform? There's also a dark tunnel down here. Where does this lead? Nowhere! It leads absolutely positively nowhere! This is an amazing corridor! I love it! It does absolutely nothing and serves no purpose whatsoever. Okay. So what's down this one? It is another dark tunnel that leads nowhere! I'm assuming these are like spawn locations? Because, yeah, there doesn't seem to otherwise be a practical purpose to them. Let's go back in the water. Because I don't really have much to do elsewhere. Let's see here. You would think there would be a biosuit. That's what I could really use right now is a biosuit. Especially in this area. So you see, I'm going to have trouble with actually getting everything down here because drowning's quite the risk. Let's see. Trying to like figure out where exactly I can go and what I could do. That's the problem. It's too hard to like even explore down here. Quick to this one! Oh look, a biosuit! Now I find one! All the way over here! This little alcove. Well, that was kind of important to know. Yeah. So that's the thing. Sometimes it's, you know, like almost like you need to know the map before you really do anything in the map. So as you see, grenade launcher, biosuit over there. We have the most guns in the level. No rocket launcher or standard nail gun so far. We've seen the Thunderbolt, so it definitely exists, but we need to find a way around. Quick! Into the slime! And yeah, it looks like there's no way out of the slime. Once you fall in, there's no way out. So yeah, just a trap that kills you. I was curious if it had more of a purpose, but yeah, no. It's just death slime area thing. You know what? Maybe I can like jump to that ledge? Oopsie daisy, that didn't really work out for me. Ah well, it means I don't have to worry about drowning so much later. Let's gather a little goodies down here and head back up. And this time we want to like cross over. Where's that? There's an elevator over there. Oops, I should have not gone out from this platform. But if you notice, there's an elevator on that side right there that's going to have to lead up to there. What's the purpose of that room, though? I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure why you can go over there, but it looks like I can run and jump here. For what reason, I'm not really sure, but I can do that. And then, where's this go? I think this just goes back up. Yeah, see, this just comes up here. This is totally worthless to me at the moment, but I can drop down here and grab the Thunderbolt. And there we are, Thunderbolt. Ahoy. So, we could go back the other way, but we could also just drop down here, swim down, and like try and get to the biosuit area. Let's see here. Where would the biosuit area be? I think it's over here. Here it is. So you see, I have a much better sense of direction now that I've kind of been down here one time. Let's see here. So we got that. I don't think there's anything in this corner over here. I think this is like a worthless corner. Double-barreled shotgun, quad damage in the opposite side, and then we have to go up. Yeah, for some reason it really loves this complicated underwater sections, but there we are, out of that section. And we have our crate room with really no purpose besides the Ring of Shadows. And we have this teleporter, which leads somewhere. I don't know where. You can also go across this little bridge, which is going to be really, really dangerous. Let's play Balance on the Tiny Little Beam of Raining Death. Yeah, this is a horrible idea. But we made it. As you see, here's our rocket launcher. Right beside what sounds like another teleporter. Yeah, this is some mysterious structure. Let's head into the teleporter. Where's it go? It just brings me back to the first room. Well, that was worthless. Why? Okay. Well, that served no purpose whatsoever, people. That really didn't do anything for me. Let's try the other teleporter. There's still one more. Maybe that brings me somewhere. Or it might just lead me back to the main room again. I think that might be what it's going to do. Or not. Where am I now? No, I'm just at the end of one of the corridors. Yeah, simple enough. So yeah, nothing really fancy here. It's definitely smaller than the ARKA sections was. Basically, you have this one large room here. You have that other little room. And that's pretty much the map. Yeah, it's not too complicated in comparison to the ARKA sections, which had a bunch of different rooms. It was like a very grandiose, over-the-top thing with, you know, open and sealing doors and lots of weird little funky things going on. This one seems to have a similar concept to the ARKA sections in the fact that it has like the underwater section. It has disconnected rooms that you get to by like teleporters and a lot of different fancy stuff. But yeah, it's definitely an earlier level of it because it's a lot simpler than what you saw in the ARKA sections. So yeah, needless to say, just a more basic version of the same concept we kind of explored there. Yeah, another level that could be a useful deathmatch level. If you wanted to guess, a bit simpler compared to what you saw there, but still like the idea of the ARKA sections. Anyway, there's really not much more to say. Thank you all for watching. It's been the adventure. I guess I'll see you all next time.